And she goes in. The 3-year-olds are set and they're racing here at the 1500, and it was Retisona that got the best of the jumps over Wembley Days and also Paddy's Shadow. Hoodlum Thunder being urged to go forward from Burning Pride soon after the start. Then came 23 Red drifting back on the inside of Vexilloid. They're followed by State Prosecutor. Lucky Raw going right back, and towards the tail over on the inside is Friar Fox as they'd settle down. They go by the 1100 however, and Wembley Days had taken up the running, was able to cross Retisona. The filly immediately coming off the fence for Carberry. A length and a half away then to Paddy's Shadow, camped over on the outside of Burning Pride, but the fave in a beautiful posse. Almost 2 lengths Hoodlum Thunder. There's State Prosecutor pulling its way around them by the 800 mark. He can't hold him down any slower. On the rails 23 Red. Lucky Raw had pulled out now to get up onto the back of State Prosecutor. In turn they're being trailed by Friar Fox, and Vexilloid had got squeezed back last of all on the rail as they come along to the 500 however, and Wembley Days led narrowly from the filly Retisona. State Prosecutor's covered a bit of extra ground here and he hasn't settled too well, certainly not through the middle part. Over on the inside Burning Pride, they're followed by Paddy's Shadow, who'd lost its position back in the field there, and they're being followed by Lucky Raw. Hoodlum Thunder heads the remainder, coming to the 200. Retisona giving down on the inside. State Prosecutor, Hoodlum Thunder, Friar Fox running on now from Lucky Raw. Over on the rail Retisona, Lucky Raw, and also driving through on the outside there is Hoodlum Thunder. Hoodlum Thunder, Lucky Raw, and State Prosecutor. Paddy's Shadow came through late after getting squeezed back in transit, and close up Friar Fox. What a finish it was. Leave it to the judge to try and sort. In behind them then came on pulling up 23 Red, Vexilloid, and Wembley Days amongst the last. In fact, tailed off last of all, but it's a photo result. Lucky Raw, ridden by Jason Brown, who chases a double this afternoon. Coming at it, Hoodlum Thunder. Johnston Porter chasing a double as well. State Prosecutor heads up and heads are down, and it'll be Lucky Raw that gets the lucky bob and wins in 132.41. 132.41. It's Lucky Raw in a hectic finish, and there'd be no more than a half to 3/4 of a length between 6 or 7 of them as they hit the line together. Number 2, Lucky Raw will get the verdict. A So Secret filly from Raring to Roar for Tina Taylor, Lois Taylor and Paul Quartermain. Johnny and Jenny Mars along with Ian Russell, M. Addison, Jason and G.D. Norris, J. Little and Mrs. M. and J. Hayne, trained by Jim Taylor. He put the blinkers on the filly this afternoon. She wins her second race, comes off the back of a last start victory at Pinjarra, and Jason Brown boots home an early double. 11.50, 2.70, but the heads were bobbing all over the shop in the last little bit. Tight for the minor placings. No numbers in the semaphore. Hoodlum Thunder is there. A Blackfriars native silver gelding for Jason Cheatham and Brett Pope. Trained by Brett, ridden by Clint Johnston Porter. State Prosecutors in the mix by More Than Ready. Covered some ground. Got a little keen up onto the bridle early on. Out of significant. Grant Alana Williams. W. Pike for Peters Investments. But the judge still sorting out all placings after the running of the Tab Touch plate. And what a great finish it was. Let's go to Gareth as we stand by for the official placings, but Lucky Raw will no doubt get the result. And we take you down now to Gareth and also winning trainer Jimmy Taylor. Here are the numbers too as we do. It's 2, 1, 5 and 9. 2, 1, 5 and 9. And Paddy's Shadow looked a little unlucky there as well, Gareth.
Yeah, it was a rough old affair in that straight, Darren, so worth watching that replay. But Lucky Raw just keeps on winning. The blinkers go on. That's usually a good recipe for a Jimmy Taylor trained galloper.
Yeah, last start she raced a little bit close, and Jace said I think she'd be better blinkers and ridden back again. And yeah, just put her into the race and put a couple Paddy's Shadow in a pocket coming to the corner, and it was probably unlucky.
She's been a great filly for connections. West bred, so West Speed bonuses everywhere, Jimmy. I think you're just telling me just before off air she's earned $110,000 thanks to those bonuses the last couple of starts.
No, the last 2 weeks she's earned $146,000. So sorry. Yeah, so sorry to correct you. I know you're not normally wrong, Gareth. Yeah, no, it's great for the connections, and yeah, it pays to buy West Speed.
It does, so they'll have plenty of money for the sales coming up, Jimmy, now.
Yeah, well, it's half Tina's and Mum's, and yeah, the syndicate own the rest of it.
Where do we see her next? She gets the 1,500 metres today. What's her pet distance? Where do you see her racing at her peak?
I reckon a mile to 1,800 probably would be her peak distance, but there's another mile in 2 weeks. If she pulls up all right, she'll probably go there.
You're a great trainer of milers, Jimmy. You've proved that over the years, and job well done once again with this filly.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Well done, Jimmy.
Thanks, Gareth.
There's Jimmy Taylor, and Jason Brown brings up a double. He'll get out of the heat. He'll jump on those scales, and that was a finish and a finish and a half. So we'll have to have a look at that replay. A few unlucky runners there. The one back in second. State Prosecutor was a run after pulling extremely hard in the middle stages, and then Friar Fox, and I think Paddy Shadow might have been the unlucky runner there. But Jason Brown's about to have a chat to Maddie Kelly for the second time today.
Compliments to the team. This filly, Lucky Raw, she looked really, really well in the yard prior to the race. The coat was glistening and the blinkers did the trick. She kicked despite the pressure and got the bob in when she needed to.
Yeah, well, the blinkers definitely helped. You know, I was able to travel a lot better in the run for me today. I was probably fortunate because we were always going to get back from a bad barrier that Willie's horse over-raced and he couldn't hold it, so I was able to just get a beautiful toe down the back without doing much work and put me in a position to put the favourite in a pocket, and the rest sort of was great.
What's the best thing about this girl? She's obviously got a fair bit of talent, but there's grunt there when it's required as well.
Yeah, well, she's not the full package yet. She's big and raw, which is good. You know, going forward, what Jimmy does with it now will be up to him. But I think she's a fair bit of scope, and she might get a bit further too. 4
races down, 2 wins to Jay Brown. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks, buddy.
Jason Brown and Lucky Raw, 2 good in the 3-year-old event. Some excuses for a few of the other runners, but taking nothing away from this Jim Taylor trained filly. She was too good when it counted.